All right, welcome. Start of a new week, Monday night. We are going to be busy tonight. We have got a lot of things. We're going to be breaking some memorabilia and some cards. Before we actually get started ripping, there is a bit of information to go over, so let's go ahead and get started with that while everybody's getting in the room and getting settled in. So my feedback is automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get the same in return, thanks to the wonder that is automation. And of course, the other thing there is to say thank you, because I do always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, hanging out with me, keeping me company. We are going to take a look next at what we're breaking in the days ahead. So tomorrow night it will be a 3-box case of TriStar autograph full-size football helmets. We're doing the mini helmets tonight. We're doing full-size tomorrow night. And then we're going to do an 8-box break of quick pitch baseball. And those came to me in loose boxes in that strange quantity. So that's what we're going to do. It's actually, I don't know, I think there's 20 boxes in a case. But anyway, 8's what we're breaking. On Wednesday night, we're going to break a little legacy football. That'll be by the 12-box inner case. Veteran base does not ship to the teams, but it is a separate bidding category in that break. Thursday night, we're going to break Archive Signature Series Retired Player Edition. That is technically a Wednesday release, but I was not certain that I was going to get it on time, so I listed it for Thursday to be on the safe side. We'll also break a 20-box case of Clearly Authentic Baseball on Thursday night, as well as an 8-box case of Finest. So a lot of baseball happening on Thursday night. Friday, we have 2 new releases. We'll be breaking them both. It'll be a 10-box case of Panini Absolute Baseball, and then we're going to do an 8-box half case of Panini Chronicles Draft Picks Football. I didn't say football on that spreadsheet, but it is football. And those are loose boxes from shared cases on the Chronicles Draft Picks football break. Saturday and Sunday will both be off nights. I've gotten used to it. I know, it's bad, isn't it? So here's what you need to know about shipping. We got a couple of different things going on here. If you are in one of the memorabilia breaks, those are free shipping breaks. That stuff anticipated to go out the door sometime within the next 7 days. So if you hit one of the memorabilia items, it will ship sometime between now and next Monday. No guaranteed date on there. I just fit them in as we have time. Then, of course, consolation cards. Here's how that works on the free shipping stuff. If you are in that break and you get skunked and your team is not pulled, you are still entitled to a consolation trading card. That's just a loose card for your team. It can be from any year and any series. I typically hold it to send with your next package, but if you want it sent sooner by itself, you hit me up on eBay messages and let me know that, and I will handle it for you happily. Our paid shipping breaks, that's Flash Football and Valiant Baseball. That stuff should be out the door approximately Thursday. That is plus or minus a day. So the week goes well, maybe it goes Wednesday. The week goes off the rails, maybe it goes Friday. Thursday is the most likely shipping date. If you were to get skunked in Flash or Valiant, your consolation card or cards will ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door because, well, that is your next package going out the door. Now, finally on this page, this is also the order we are breaking in. So the autographed football jerseys are going to be first. The autographed mini helmets, our second break of the night. Flash Football, our third break of the night. Valiant Baseball, our fourth break of the night. So that's how things are going to roll as we move along through here. So first up, our 5-box case of 2020 TriStar Game Day Greats Series 2 autographed football jerseys. These just came out on Friday. This is a full case break. It is break number 1 of Series 2. Does that make sense? So, yeah, break number 1 of Series 2. Did I list it that way on eBay, though, as a break number 1, or did I list it? Did I keep going? Hang on a second. Because if I kept going, you know, like if Series 1 ended on break number 7, I might have said this was break number 8. That is what I did. I just did that, I guess, to be consistent. So let's fix that real quickly. And that is actually not break number 1. It is technically break number 8. It is break number 1 of Series 2, but as I said, I just picked up where we left off with the numbering from Series 1. Okay, so, yeah, here's the spreadsheet info. Ended tonight on eBay, breaking it the same night. And you can see your user ID there across from your team. New spreadsheet, of course, will go up before the start of each product. The one you just saw there is for the jerseys. And, of course, the next little piece of business here, you're going to see me change up the focus a little bit. Your background is going to get blurry. Well, I think it is if I can get this to work. There we go. And that is by design, so please don't let that stress you out. We're going to be exactly where we need to be. Let me make one little adjustment here, fix this numbering on the other spreadsheet. And yeah, now we're good to go. Now we're back in business. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's look at some jerseys. Hi, Nelson. Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? And John's here too. Hey, John. Haven't seen you in chat in a bit either. How's it going, guys? And then we've got Lisa in here too. Hi, Lisa. First things first, I gotta get these jerseys out of this case. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? There's a little something flying out of there. What is that? Oh, it's my invoice. Huh. I wondered what happened to that invoice. They had it shoved down in this case, which is weird, but anyway, that's what they did. So, okay, there's our 5 boxes. I'm going to move 4 of them back out of the way for a second so we can dig in here one at a time. If we pull a current player, an active NFL player, or a recently drafted NFL player, it's going to go to the team that they are currently associated with, of course. And if we were to pull a retired player, we would look, of course, try to match up the number and the color of the jersey. If there wasn't a name on the jersey, a team name. And if there was no team name, you know, and there were colors that didn't match, we would have to go to the team they played for the longest. But usually a color scheme will answer the question on a custom jersey if nothing else does. First up, we have Mr. Kenny Golladay, Kenny G, for the Lions. There's it's just a TriStar kind of like informational card. There is your Kenny Golladay, Kenny G autograph, and it looks to be authenticated there by JSA. And there is our JSA paper authentication on the back that will match up to your sticker. So let's just get all of our paperwork in here together. I think that's the right way to go. Make sure we keep it all together. So the first one, the Lions and Kenny Golladay. Terry's here too. Hi, Terry. How are you? How's it going? What's been happening in your corner of the world? Okay, next out, we have got, Irving Fryar. All right, so Patriots is Irving Fryar. And there is your signature and a Pro Bowl, what I'm trying to say, inscription. There's, of course, the name on the back. This must be TriStar authenticated. Yeah, there's your TriStar hologram authentication at the bottom. The paper authentication from TriStar is just generic. It looks the exact same. It's all bent up in this case, but those are the exact same for every TriStar item. They are not specific to the item. The sticker on it, however, the hologram sticker, that is specific to the item. So the Patriots with Fryar, the Lions with Golladay. First 2 out. Zachary, you did not miss Flash yet. Once again, guys, the order for tonight, the jerseys are first, the helmets second, then we have Flash football, then we have Valiant baseball. Marshall Faulk, that's going to the Rams. And there is your Marshall Faulk autograph and your TriStar hologram authentication. Doesn't look like we have a TriStar paper authentication, but that is honestly not a big deal because they're, as I explained before, they're completely generic. So it doesn't matter really that that's not in there. The thing on the item, that's the part that matters. And that is sitting there. So that's the part we care about. All right, we are Rams, Patriots, Lions up to this point. And next out, it is DJ Moore for the Carolina Panthers. It is JSA authenticated, and there is your DJ Moore autograph and your JSA paper authentication on the back. And once again, I'm just going to get all of our paperwork put in here together because that's the easiest way to do it, right? I just put it all together right at the start of the night. Oh man, this basket. Why did I say basket? This bag has a self-adhesive closure and it was trying to like stick to itself. Big time pain in the rear. All right, DJ Moore Panthers. So Panthers, Rams, Patriots, Lions. Here comes the fifth and final of our jerseys tonight. And survey says, looks like a Redskin, but we'll see. Indeed, how about that? Joe Theismann, man. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Your Theismann autograph. You've got a nice Super Bowl inscription to go along with it. It is JSA authenticated. There's the sticker and the paperwork. And another one of those little weirdo bags. I do not like those. I like the other kind that seal like a Ziploc bag better. But at least I avoided it sticking to itself that time. Alright, so to recap, this one is the Joe Theismann for the Washington Redskins. And then we had the DJ Moore for the Carolina Panthers. A Marshall Faulk that came out for the Rams. The Patriots there with Fryer. And the first one we saw tonight, the Lions and Galladay. Alrighty, kids. Give me a second to get these out of the line of fire. And then I'm going to bring over our case of mini helmets and we're going to crack into those. So give me just 1 second here. Alright, jerseys safely tucked away. Mini helmets coming up next. Now, of course, we do need to hit the highlight reel on our spreadsheet again. Just because people come and go all the time. So once again, the free shipping breaks, the memorabilia breaks, the one we just completed, which is the jerseys, the one coming up, the mini helmets. If you get lucky enough to hit one, it's going to ship sometime within the next 7 days. Free shipping stuff always just goes out within a 7-day window. Might go earlier, might go later, but it definitely won't be more than 7 days, no matter what. If you get skunked in one of the memorabilia breaks, consolation card typically held to ship with your next package. Since it is a free shipping break, if you want it sent sooner, hit me up and let me know. I'll take care of it for you. Paid shipping breaks tonight. Flash and Valiant, if you get skunked in either of those. Consolation cards will ship out with the rest of the break, since it is your next paid shipping break, technically. And that stuff should be out the door roughly Thursday, plus or minus a day. All right. We are at a 10-box case of 2020 TriStar autographed mini football helmets. This is our second full case break. Also ended tonight on eBay, which is Monday night, the 6th of July. Team names are there on the left-hand side. Winning bidder of each user ID is across from their team. And then, of course, a new spreadsheet again will go up when we get to Flash Football, which will be done right after we take care of our mini helmets. 1988 grad said every team you bid on didn't win and didn't win hit. Oh man, I'm sorry, that is no fun. And then the one team you did win didn't hit. Yeah, we've all had that happen at some point before. That is not fun, that is for sure. Oops, sorry about that. I know that shook the table. Sorry. Alright, I gotta get all these mini helmets out of here. We'll stack them all up first, and then I'll do the same thing I did with the jerseys, move some of them out of the way, and then give us some room to work, kind of, is the game plan. Two more to go. Alright, let me get this case out of the way. Okay, mini helmet time. 10 of them. That's a lot. But you know what? It was kind of fun doing the full case last time. In the past, I've done half cases more so than full on the mini helmets. And I just decided, let's do a full case. We did that the last time. I kind of like doing a full one. So here we are doing it again. Nelson, you said you're looking to get 4 helmets in this break. You need me to make it happen. Well, you know I will always do my best. I tell you what, out of the last break, somebody bought, I can't remember how many teams, but I'd say at least 12, maybe more. They may have even bought as many as like half of the teams, which would be 15. They had a lot of teams. And they ended up hitting like 4 or 5 of the 10. They hit a lot, that person did. First one out we see, you know I like that. It is my Pittsburgh Steelers. Jack Ham. That's just a little generic TriStar. And there is your Jack Ham autograph across the top with a Hall of Fame inscription on it. This TriStar authenticated hologram sticker there on the back. And as was the case with most of these that we saw the last time, I don't see a paper TriStar authentication in there. Now, it's possible it could be tucked in the bottom under that flap. I don't know if they are or not, but honestly, even if they are not, again, not a big deal since they're generic and you get the exact same COA for every single TriStar item. The part that always matters is the sticker on the item. As long as you have that from any company, not just TriStar, as long as you can have that, it can always be matched up to their records. When you don't have that, well, that gets a little dicier. Well, this one doesn't have a little informational card with it, but it was missing something on the other side. But this is a Lenny Moore, and of course that's the Colts. You've got a Hall of Fame inscription with it, and there is your hologram authentication sticker on the back, which I believe is also TriStar. And I don't see any other paper in there. Oh, right, because it's here. But they didn't give us the little informational card on that one. So strange. But anyway. Nelson says he's got 1 already. Well, that's a good start because we've only opened 2. So if you've gotten half of the ones we've seen so far, that's not too bad, right? Kansas City Chiefs, who just today made Patrick Mahomes the first billion-dollar man. Yeah, he signed a 10-year deal for $500 million. That's right, $500 million. The highest paid athlete, the highest paid contract ever to this point in time. 10 years, $500 million. You heard that right. Curly Culp, the Kansas City Chiefs. Hall of Fame inscription on it as well. TriStar hologram authentication on the back. And it looks like, if you can see down in there, see that little bit of like red, white, and blue? I think this generic is tucked in the flap underneath there. That's what that looks like sneaking through the bottom. I wouldn't swear to it, but that's what it looks like. So take that for what it is worth. But of course, you know I like watching Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. I love watching that kid play. So I think it's awesome that they've extended him for 10 years. And he's apparently going to make a ton of money. Over $50 million a year. And a huge amount of that $500 million, like a massive amount of it, is guaranteed. I want to say it was over $400 million of it was guaranteed. Minkah Fitzpatrick. Now, this is on a collegiate helmet. And whenever they are on a collegiate helmet and they are a current or active player, they go to the current team. Had he been a retired player, it would go to the team he played for the longest. This is PSA certified. I started to say PSA DNA, but that's the whole name of the company. And of course, Minkah Fitzpatrick is a Pittsburgh Steeler. So right now you've got 2 Steelers with Jack Ham and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Nelson tells me he's on the Steelers. Like, for sure, Nelson, that's my team. So yeah, I absolutely know we traded away our first round pick for this past draft to get Mr. Minkah Fitzpatrick, but he was worth it. He's a nice addition to my Steelers defense. A generic TriStar authentication, our little informational card here. It is a Phil Simms autographed mini helmet. That's the New York Giants. And there's your TriStar hologram authentication. Don't see anything else, which I guess we wouldn't, because there's our generic COA. All right, so right now we are Giants, Chiefs, Colts, and 2 for the Steelers at the momento. Well, come on now, box. All right, it is the Miami Dolphins and the one and only Ricky Williams. Autograph across the top, TriStar hologram authentication on the back. Looks like the paper TriStar is probably tucked down underneath those bottom flaps. There is something tucked in there. That's what it looks like to me that it will be. All right, next in line. What do we have coming? Well, if I could get the box open, we might find out, mightn't we? I'm just making a mess of stuff. All righty. This is Mike Garrett, and this, of course, on a USC Trojans helmet, a collegiate helmet. And there's an inscription on the top. It is TriStar hologram authentication sticker on the back. Once again, looks like the generic TriStar is probably tucked in below the flap. I got to look up Mike Garrett, guys, because that will be the team he played for the longest. He's obviously long retired, and that is clearly a collegiate helmet that he signed on. So let me go see where he played the longest. If you hang tight here, I'm about to tell you. Jumping on to NFL.com here, and we'll find out what we need to know. Looks like he was 1, 2, 3. Oh, is he equally split? 4 years Chargers and 4 years Chiefs? Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think he is equally split between Chargers and Chiefs. So, you know what that means? It means that we'll be using random.org between the Chargers and the Chiefs unless the same person happens to own both. We'll have to use that in a minute for Mike Garrett. Well, Lucas, it doesn't say on the card what team. It says on there that he was a Super Bowl champion with the Chiefs, but it doesn't say it is a Chiefs helmet. Obviously, this is a collegiate helmet. That's clearly a USC Trojan collegiate helmet. And so according to the rules of the break, which you can find written in quite some detail on the listing description down there at the bottom in the special circumstances area, it specifically deals with collegiate items. And it says that on retired players, it goes to the team they played for the longest. In this case, it was 4 years each for 2 different teams. So that's why we'll be using random.org. No question about this one, though. It is on a Bears mini helmet. It is Mike Singletary, or a generic TriStar authentication. There's your inscription signature on the top and your TriStar hologram sticker there on the back side. We got 2 more to go. Yeah, I mean, those little generic cards from TriStar, you're saying you just saw the information on the card. Yeah, it lists all kinds of information about these guys. There are collegiate stats on there. They had some professional stats on there. But those little cards really aren't what we go by in these breaks. There is a nice Jerry Rice for the 49ers. Your informational card, your TriStar generic. And inscription, signature, TriStar hologram authentication. And I guess that's all we need to see on that one. The rest came out with it. And we've got one left to go. Mr. Jerry Rice has got to sit out of my way for a minute. So I've got room to get it out of here. Oh, Nelson, the Jerry Rice was yours too? Well, good job. That's a nice hit too. You're doing all right. You wanted 4. I guess you've gotten 3. Can't complain about getting 3, can you? Charlie Joyner is our last one out, and that, of course, is the Chargers. And there's your signature, Hall of Fame inscription, TriStar hologram authentication, and looks like the generic TriStar paperwork, again, might be tucked in beneath the flap on the bottom. All right, so that's the 10 of them, but we do have this fella here that we still need to deal with, which is this Mike Garrett, obviously a retired player on an obviously collegiate helmet. So we did go over to NFL.com, excuse me, which is where we officially check our stats. And it tells me that Mike Garrett was 4 years with the Chiefs and 4 years with the Chargers, so equally split between Chiefs and Chargers. So that means, unless the same person owns both teams, we're going to have to go to random.org to find this one a home between those two teams. But let's go check it out first. So our Kansas City Chiefs, that is Speedy 800M. And then our, who else did I say? Chargers, right? Yeah, our Chargers, that's Diggity's Deals 360. Okay, so that means we are going to go to random. Now, I've got us on the wrong page, so we haven't gotten there quite yet, have we? Let's go back and try it again. Let's see if I can get us on the right page this time. Okay, now I've messed us up a third time. Boy, you can't give me a day off, can you? Look what I do. Come back and make a mess of things. So here's how this is going to work. We will take the team he played for first, which would be the Chiefs, and we will list them first in random.org. So the Chiefs are going to be listed first. The Chargers will be listed second. I'm going to tell you how we do this here in just a second. Let me get this typed in. All right, so random is done the same way every single time. When we have 10 or more items in a list, I do random one single time, and that determines. When we have 9 or fewer, which we obviously do in this instance, we're going to run random 3 different times. The first 2 do not count. Only the third and final random will make the decision for us. So good luck, Chargers and Chiefs. Here we go. So you ignore the first result, ignore the second result. Here comes our third and final. And there you'll see 3 times our date and time stamp. It awards it to the Chargers. So the Chargers are getting the Mike Garrett collegiate signed helmet by way of random.org, since it was the same number of years for both Chiefs and Chargers. Random decided that one for us. So we're going to recap, but give me a moment. I need to get this stuff put back in the boxes as we go. So, and I'm also going to label that one so that I know. Actually, I label them all, but that one I definitely wanted to write on there so I don't forget how random awarded it. All right, next up you had the Jerry Rice for the San Francisco 49ers. And we're going to get that labeled up. Then, excuse me, the Chargers and a Charlie Joyner. Oh, 1988 grad says he did not hit tonight, apparently. I'm sorry, man. Listen, I know I buy into breaks myself. It's dreadful when you lose. It's fantastic when you win, but it is no fun when you don't hit. I know how that goes. I'm sorry about that, man. There is a Mike Singletary for the Bears is out next. And I just saw in the bottom of this box, remember I told you we didn't have an informational card for Lenny Moore? We do. It was stuck under the flap of that box that I just put this other one back in. So we do, in fact, have it. The Giants and Phil Simms. It just fell off and got left in there the first time, I guess. All right. Kansas City Chiefs have a Curly Culp. And then we've got the Dolphins and a little Ricky Williams for the Miami Dolphins. All righty, let's get that one labeled up. Then the Colts and Lenny Moore. Two more to go. They're both Steelers. One of them on a collegiate signed helmet, but an active current player, so goes to current team. And that, of course, is Minkah Fitzpatrick, who is a Pittsburgh Steeler. So we'll get him in his box, and then we've got just one more to box back up, and then we'll move on down the road to our next break. I will have to put these out of the way, of course. They're taking up a lot of my sorting table over here. And then there's Jack Ham for the Steelers. All right, so while I get these put away, what I'm going to do is leave you guys with the shipping information again, because I'm sure there have been people that have come in since we've gone over this, even though we've gone over it a couple times. There's probably still people who haven't seen it. So I'm going to let you look at that for a minute. I'm going to get these helmets put away, and then we'll move on to the next break. All right, so by now you know the deal, right? If you hit in one of these free shipping breaks, it'll ship to you sometime within the next 7 days. If you didn't hit, your consolation card typically held to ship with your next package. I keep track of it for a rolling 90-day period. If you want it sooner, hit me up and let me know. Coming up next, Flash Football, then Valiant Baseball. That stuff out the door approximately Thursday, give or take a day. So it could be Wednesday, could be Friday. Best bet is Thursday. If you get skunked in either of those breaks, consolation card or cards will ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door. Because technically, well, it is your next package shipping, right? Yeah, exactly. So this is a 12-box case of Flash Football. It's a full case break. It's break number 2. Also ended tonight on eBay, which is Monday night, the 6th of July. Team names are on the left-hand side. Winning bidders cross from each team there on the opposite side. Scroll down through here and let everybody get a chance to see their name up in lights. And we're getting ready to rock into this. So I had something unpaid. Let me see if that was in this break or a different break. Hang on one second. Or maybe by now they've paid for it. It was in one of these leaf breaks. It was an unpaid team. So hang on a second. I'm trying to see if it got paid. And it is in the next break. So we're most likely going to have 2 teams available in the next break because we've got somebody who bid and then didn't bother to pay. What a shock, right? What an absolute shock that someone would bid and not pay. All right. So onward we go to Flash. Let's see. Nelson said you got 3 and you're happy, but you can't believe there weren't any Cowboys in there. Well, I know. Cowboys do come out in there a lot, but they did not tonight. Lucas, you said you named 8 teams to your wife that you thought would hit, and 5 of them did hit. Wow. Tyler, we are starting Leaf Flash right now. Of course, as always, we run down the break order at the beginning of the night, and then after each product that we break, all that information goes up and gets refreshed again. But very seldom do we do just one break in a night. It is usually multiple breaks, and they are usually done in the order that they end on eBay most of the time. And the ones that are the fastest are usually done first. So memorabilia and things like that typically going to be done before things that take longer, right? So this is a product that is kind of ready to go once you get the plastic off and the seals cut. They have them in here already in top loaders and sleeves and all that fun stuff. So what I like to do is go ahead and get all the plastic off, get all the seals cut on every box in the case. And then once we have accomplished that, then we start looking at them. That way we only have to delay our gratification one single time. Makes it easier, right? Plus then, you know, you can take a little break. You can go get a soda, catch up. I was going to say catch up on the latest scores, but there, of course, aren't any yet. Soon we'll have some sports again. "1988 grad says you haven't hit anything for so long you can't remember what it feels like to win." I paraphrase that, but basically that's what you're saying there. Yes, sir, I have. I think probably most of the people in here, if they've been breaking for any length of time, have been right where you are right now. I think all of us at some point have gone through some dry spells when we're breaking, where you just cannot seem to buy a hit to save your life, and then other times you hit like there's no tomorrow, and every time you turn around you're just hitting. It definitely can be streaky at times, for sure, and it is also for sure not nearly as much fun when you're not hitting. We all can agree on that, I think. So hopefully things will get turned around for you soon. 1988 grad, we hope. Now, here's the deal with this product. These guys are, well, Leaf doesn't have a license with the NFL, okay? Much like Panini doesn't have a Major League Baseball license. So in Leaf products, it's not ever going to tell you a team name. It's not going to have a team logo. It's not even going to have a city name on it. It's just going to have the player name because their deals are made with individual players. These guys may be pictured in collegiate uniforms, all-star uniforms, any number of things like that. They're airbrushed out, though, so the uniform is not the deciding factor. We're going to consider it the same as collegiate uniforms, in that there is no team information visible, and most of these are. They're collegiate uniforms. So what that means is it's going to go to the team that they are currently associated with. So if they were drafted, it's going to be the team that drafted them, since people haven't really been cut yet due to the way the season has played out because of COVID. And of course, if somebody was undrafted, but they have subsequently signed a deal with the team for whatever length of time, they're going to go to that team that they signed the deal with. Okay? So here we go. Nick, you are looking for the Seahawks. And Lucas says you go through droughts. You are right about that. So Harrison Bryant is the first guy that we see. And Harrison Bryant goes to the Cleveland Browns. And then we've got Derek Brown coming out next. And Derek Brown goes to, I got to look up some of these still, is the Panthers. Then I have Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon is numbered to 25, and he goes to the Cowboys. And then you have a little Anthony Gordon. Anthony is numbered to 25, and he is headed to the Seahawks. I think somebody's looking for the Seahawks. Nick, I think it was. And Justin Jefferson is numbered to 35, and Justin Jefferson is headed to the Vikings. Going to see Minnesota is Justin Jefferson. Then we have got Patrick Taylor Jr. He was an undrafted guy, but subsequently signed a deal with the Packers, I believe. That is numbered to 20. Then you have Colin Johnson. He's out for the Jags. Following that is a little Grant Delpit. Grant is numbered to 20, and he is headed to the Cleveland Browns, along with Harrison Bryant that we saw earlier. James Prochet comes out next, and James goes to the Ravens. And then we have a redemption for CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee is a Dallas Cowboy. Cole McDonald on the top of this stack, going to the Tennessee Titans. And then you have A.J. Dillon. There's lots of A.J.'s in the draft this year, but A.J. Dillon was a Packer. Then you have Khalid Kareem. Khalid is numbered to 20, and I cannot remember where he goes. Let me see if I have him written down. Hang tight here for a minute. Do I have Khalid Kareem written down? Bengals. I should be able to remember that. Bengals. Donovan Peoples-Jones. It is number 20, and guess what? It was also first in the series. That's right, number 1 of 20. Went to the Browns as well. Tua, baby. That's what you're looking for if you've got the Dolphins. There is a redemption there for Tua. And, yeah. Don't know what you'll get when you get it. Could be a parallel. A lot of times they are, but they don't tell you on there. It just says parallels may be awarded. So, either way, pulling Tua is a nice hit. Then we have Joshua Kelly on a Flash of Brilliance insert. And Joshua Kelly is going to the Chargers. Next up, it is J.J. Taylor. There's just lots of guys with initials in general in this draft. Am I right? It seems like there are. J.J. Taylor, I don't really remember where he goes. I'll have to look that up. I can't think where he goes, and I don't think I have it written down either. Here's another A.J. This one to 25. That one is A.J. Terrell, and he goes to the Falcons. Then you have Nathan Rourke out next, and Nathan, I don't really know where Nathan goes either. Do I have him written down anywhere? No, I don't. So there's two I don't know. Nathan Rourke and J.J. Taylor both. I'll have to check out. So then you've got Jalen Hurts out next, and Jalen goes to the Eagles. All right. There is Bryce Perkins, and Bryce is headed to the Rams, followed by Charlie Warner. Charlie is numbered to 20, and he is headed to the 49ers. JaMycal Hasty is numbered to 15, and JaMycal Hasty goes to the 49ers. Next up, you have Jawan Johnson, and Jawan Johnson goes to the Saints. Last out there is Henry Ruggs, numbered to 25, headed to the Las Vegas Raiders. There's LaMichael Pirine, that is numbered to 25, and he is going to the Jets. Tyler Johnson is numbered to 25, and Tyler is going to the Buccaneers. Then you have James Robinson, numbered to 15. That's the Jags. And Khalil Tate, that is numbered to 10. And let me see, I don't remember Khalil Tate off the top of my head. Let me see if I have him written down. I don't know that I do, but I'm double checking. Khalil Tate, are you written down, buddy? Anywhere? I tend to write down the ones I don't know or forget, but I don't have him written down either. So there's 3 that I'll be having to check out for us. There's 3 guys off the top that I don't know. Chenault comes out next, Laviska Shenault Jr., and that is headed to the Jags. So Zachary's apparently not very happy with our pacing. How's everybody else doing with the pacing? Have we got, I'm not really sure how else you would want me to do it. We're looking at the front and the back and reading the names and the teams and the numbering on the back, but if you've got something that you need done differently, now would be the time to say it. Kalijah Lipscomb and the Kansas City Chiefs, followed by KJ Hill, numbered to 35. That's the Chargers. And then you have a little Reggie Corbin. And Reggie Corbin, I will have to look him up. Joe Reed is numbered to 15, and it was the first in the series as well, number 1 of 15, going to the Chargers. There's your nice little Jake Fromm. Yeah, baby. Numbered to 20. Mr. Jake Fromm for the Buffalo Bills. All right, so Lucas, you're all right with the pacings. Anybody else got an issue? Or Zachary, if you want to tell me what you need done differently, that would, you can certainly let me know. This is Kendrick Rogers. It is numbered to 35 for the Cowboys. Then you have Jawan Jennings. That is numbered to 20. And, ooh, I can't think where that goes. Because there's more than one Jawan. We had the other Jawan a minute ago, though. Jawan Jennings, I have him written down, I bet. I do. He's the 49ers for Jawan Jennings. Benjamin Victor is numbered to 35. That is the Giants. Then you have a little James Morgan out next. And James Morgan goes to the Jets. And on the backside, oh, look at that, kids. There's your man, Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals. So right now, we have hit the Bengals and the Bills quarterback and the Dolphins quarterback. So we're doing pretty well so far out of this case. Austin Mack, that is numbered to 5 and going to the Giants. Then we have Devin Duvernay, that's numbered to 35, and good old Devin goes to the Ravens. Shea Patterson is numbered to 35, and the survey says Shea Patterson goes to the Chiefs. And we have Antonio Gandy Golden. And Antonio is going to, where? Where are you going, Antonio? The Redskins. And then a redemption for J.K. Dobbins. And like the others, it just says they may give you parallels when they get it. You don't know for sure. But J.K. Dobbins is the Ravens. All right, here's Eno. Eno Benjamin is out next, and Eno is going to the Cardinals. Van Jefferson, and good old Van Jefferson is headed to the Rams. Then we have Gabriel Davis, that is numbered to 10 and going to the Bills. Kelly Bryant, numbered to 35. He's an undrafted guy and not signed with anybody. There's Jerry Jeudy, numbered to 35, and Jerry goes to the Broncos. Kelly Bryant up there, we'll use random.org, and we will be giving that one out using, well, all the teams will have a shot at it. We'll use random.org to find it a home at the end of the break since he's a UDFA. All right. Okay. Help if I was holding it the right side up, wouldn't it? There's Skull Kemet for the Bears. And then A.J. Terrell, again, we saw one of him earlier, I'm pretty sure. There's so many A.J.s, but I think we already have seen him once. That's the Falcons. And then we have Cam Akers with a redemption, and Cam Akers is a Ram. Zach Moss is numbered to 15, and Zach goes to the Buffalo Bills. And then we have a nice little DeAndre Swift, numbered to 25. I like that hit for the Lions. So here comes our last box. It is last box mojo time, kids. Let's see if the mojo will deliver it to us. Xavier McKinney. And Xavier is a giant. And then we have Denzel Mims out behind that. And Denzel Mims goes to the Jets. We've got another redemption. This one is for Isaiah Simmons. That is the Cardinals. And then we have Chase Claypool. That's numbered to 25, going to my favorite team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And finally, Antoine Winfield Jr., and it's a 1 of 1. I was just thinking, man, we didn't hit a printing plate, you know, because usually you get a 1 of 1 in these, and it's usually a printing plate. We did get a 1 of 1, just not a printing plate. And goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So now, before we recap, we got a few guys here that I've got to look up. And then after I do that, we're going to deal with that Kelly Bryant. Now, he's a guy who, once again, is an undrafted guy. He hasn't signed with anybody. So we will use random.org and find him a home. And if any of these guys turn out to be unaffiliated, they would just lump in there with him and somebody, you know, would get all of the UDFAs. So the first one I'm going to look up is Reggie Corbin. Now, please keep in mind that right now, while I am looking this up, I cannot see chat. So if you are typing messages in there, I will see them when I come back. And it looks like Reggie Corbin is not affiliated. He looks to me like he is not affiliated with any team. So I believe he's going to be up there with Kelly Bryant. Then we have Khalil Tate. And let's see where Khalil goes. I want to make sure that I can get him in there right, spell his name right, for one thing. I'm the worst with spelling names. I think we all know that about me. I gotta look at it again. Yeah, I know. Spelling them and pronouncing them. We know. All right, Khalil Tate. That is the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to write that down, so give me a second to do that so I can remember it. Hopefully learn it for next time. Takes a while to learn all these guys. Next, I am looking up Nathan Rourke and seeing if Nathan has a new home that he can go to one way or another. Nathan Rourke. All righty. Nathan, you are going to, I think, undrafted territory again. He doesn't look like he's going anywhere either, so I think he's UDFA too. And next is J.J. Taylor. We're going to look up J.J. Taylor here and see what there is to know about him. J.J. Taylor, oh shoot, hang on, I made a typo. I'm sorry about that. Give me a second. J.J. Taylor. Patriots. All right, J.J. Taylor to the Patriots. Now I'm coming back and we'll look at chat real quickly and then we'll take care of finding a home for our little undrafted guys. Okay? Okay. So this is our stack. Kelly Bryant and Reggie Corbin and Nathan Rourke. Those are our UDFAs. Okay. Let's first go over to our spreadsheet, whereby we will copy all of our team names out of here. And then we're going to go over to random.org. And that whole little pack of undrafted guys will go to one team. That's how it's going to work. And you may remember from a moment ago when I talked to you about random that when we have 10 or more items in our list, we do random one time. 9 or fewer, we do it 3 times, and the third one is the one that counts. Obviously, we've got 10 or more items here. We've got 32 teams getting ready to drop into our list, and that means we're going to do random one single time. After we run random, whoever ends up in the number 1 spot will get that package of undrafted free agents. Scrolling through so that everybody gets an opportunity to see that the teams were properly copied and pasted in there. Good luck, everyone, and here we go. And it goes to the Saints. All right, so Nola is getting our little package of undrafted guys there. So New Orleans, I'm going to put those in something and label it right now. So we'll have that ready to go. And I won't have to watch the replay when it comes time to sort, and that'll make it easier. You'll get your cards a little bit quicker that way. How about that? So when we recap, I'm not going to read off the numbers and all that and the names and all that again. It would be just like doing the break over again. However, if you missed any of these earlier, or you just need another little look at your cards, you can do that now. Use this opportunity to take a second look here in the recap. Overall, we did pretty well tonight. This is our 1 of 1. So there's usually a 1 of 1 when you do a full case of Leaf. Not always, but most of the time. And I was beginning to think we didn't have one since there was no printing plate. But that was it there. Mr. Winfield Jr., who's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, was our 1 of 1 tonight. And then, of course, we hit Tua in here and as a redemption, and Jake Fromm, and I believe we hit Joe Burrow. We did overall pretty well in this case of Flash Football. That might be the last of the Flash. I can't remember for sure if I've got another case down there or if this was the end of it. I'll have to kind of dig around. There's so much product here right now. It's kind of hard to say for sure, but it might be the last of the Flash, but not 100% certain that it's the last of the Flash. Okay, so that wraps up that break. Now, let's get our spreadsheet information up again and get ready to move into break number 4 of the night. Okay, so once again, on the free shipping breaks, which were the memorabilia breaks, which have already happened, if you hit one of the memorabilia items, you can expect it to go out the door within the next 7 days. It might go in the early part, it might go in the middle of that range, but it will not go later than a week from today. And if you got skunked in a memorabilia break, you are entitled to a consolation card. It's simply a loose trading card, any year, any series. And typically I would hold it to send with your next package since it is a free shipping break. If you want it sent sooner, hit me up and let me know and I'll take care of that. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, that's Flash Football that we just finished, Valiant Baseball that we are about to start. That's going to get out the door and on the way to you approximately Thursday. As always, it is plus or minus a day. So if the week goes well, it could go Wednesday. If the week goes off the rails, might go Friday. Thursday is my best estimate. If you got skunked in Flash or get skunked in Valiant, you can expect that your consolation card or cards will ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, because that technically is your next package. So that's how that works. And this is the one where I had unpaid teams, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. Blah, blah, blah. Hang on a second. I need to check that. Let me bring you back to me for a minute. And we may have a couple of teams available in here if I can get eBay to cooperate with me and let me see the page anyway. Yeah, so the bidder who has the Blue Jays and the A's bid and didn't bother to pay for them. So if you are interested in picking up either of those teams, the Blue Jays or the A's, jump in here and let me know. It looks like the Blue Jays sold for $20 and the A's sold for $12. $20 for one, $12 for the other. Preference would go to the person who happened to want both teams. And if nobody wants both teams, then we could probably sell them out individually. But the first thing first, and it looks like I didn't somehow cut in there who had the Nationals. I somehow left them off the spreadsheet. I'm just noticing that. So apologies, Nationals. I don't know how I didn't. I guess when I did the cut and paste, I left a team off. Sorry about that. Meanwhile, let me update this spreadsheet real quickly to reflect that the A's and the Blue Jays are unpaid. And I'm also going to real quickly fix and type in the Nationals. I just have to reference it real quickly on eBay. because I don't know it off the top of my head who had it. But we're gonna type it in here. I did a cut and paste and I left it off somehow. I'm sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to. All right, John, you're saying you want them both? Okay, so, and yes, Lisa, you are on the right feed for Valiant Baseball. We are working on moving out the Blue Jays and the A's, which look like they are, John says he wanted them. John actually came in there first ahead of you, Raymond, saying he wanted them both. So, John, if you are still good for that, they are going to be yours. Your total would be $32 for the two teams. And if you are giving me the heads up that you're good for that and you're happy with that and you're ready to go, I will type in for you my PayPal information. And if not, let me know that too, because it looks like Raymond's interested as well. So we'll wait and see what John says there. Meanwhile, let me just real quickly pull up the information for the Nationals, because I didn't mean to leave somebody off the spreadsheet. So let's do that real quick. Oh, come on. What is this doing? Stupid eBay, come on. It's not cooperating with me. Where are you? There it is. All right. So it is the Rockies and the Nationals are the same person, and I will fix that right now. Okay. Okay, John. Oh, you've already got it? Perfect. All right, then let me just go ahead and update the spreadsheet to show that that is you. And then I'm going to close it out on eBay, and then we're going to be ready to go here in just a hot second. Appreciate you picking those up, man. As always, always appreciate those of you who are kind enough to come in and bail us out on the ones where people bid and don't pay. I don't know why people do that, but they do it a lot. And cancel. Done. All right, let's get our case up here and get rocking. So, of course, Leaf Valiant. It's so much fun, right? I mean, I love that it has the graded cards in it. Valiant's one of my favorite Leaf products. I'm not ashamed to say it. So this is what it looks like. A 12-box case of 2019 Leaf Valiant Baseball ended tonight on eBay the same night we are breaking it, which is Monday night, the 6th of July. Team names are there on the left-hand side. Winning bidders cross from each team on the opposite side. And, of course, the Oakland A's and the Blue Jays you see there, and with the notation of second, that's because second chance. John was nice enough to pick those up for us after they went unpaid by their original bidder. Of course, we already went over all the information that you needed about shipping, etc. So now we just got to get down to business here. Get our stuff going. Get our stuff happening. Kevin says he's never paid, never not paid a Clown City. Oh, listen, Kevin, I wish I could say I never had people who don't pay. It really, truthfully, it comes in waves, it seems like. I'll go through periods of time where everybody pays and it goes just as smoothly as can be for sometimes a long period of time. And then you'll go through equally long periods of time where every night there's somebody who doesn't pay. Now tonight, considering that we did 4 breaks, to just have one guy not pay, that's actually not too bad. I mean, my preference, of course, would be to have everybody pay, but realistically, we've been in one of those people bid and don't pay stretches lately, so I'm not entirely surprised. Yeah, my blocked bidder list is quite high these days. It's got quite a lot of people in it for that reason. All right, so as you notice here, I am doing exactly what we did with Leaf Flash Football, in that all the seals are cut, all the plastic is coming off. We're doing that up front. And then that way, once we get started, we can just keep right on trucking. Delay our gratification one single time right here on the front end. because this will be just like the other product was that we opened a moment ago, in the sense that everything in it will be ready to go in sleeves and top loaders, or in the case of our graded card, obviously in its graded encasement. Now, the other good thing about Leaf and their graded cards is they are generally graded 9.5 or higher. And we've been known to find perfect 10s in here, which is always fun. This is another product where Leaf is not going to list a team name or a team logo or even a city name. It's going to have only the player name. So just like we did with football, it will be the team that they are currently affiliated with. And if there's any question about where someone is currently affiliated, we would refer to MILB.com, the official website of Minor League Baseball, or MLB.com, the official website of Major League Baseball. Now, sometimes people will ask me, about guys that were traded a long time ago, like Brennan Malone, who used to be a Diamondback. He was traded to the Pirates like 7 months ago. And it'll be like, well, why didn't he still go to the Diamondbacks? Well, because he's currently a Pirate. So it's always going to go to their current team. So when somebody gets traded, yep, they're going to go to the new team. That's how it works. Okay, so the first one that we see tonight happens to be a Philadelphia Philly. It's numbered to 25, and that is Bryson Stott. Second out is Nick Quintana. That is numbered to 99. Nick goes to the Chicago White Sox. No, the Detroit Tigers. Nick is a Detroit Tiger. Sorry, my bad. Nick Nelson, the Yankees, numbered to 99. And then it is Andrew Vaughn. There's my White Sox, numbered to 15 for Andrew Vaughn. Our graded card, it is Tyler Freeman, and talk about starting well. Grades to a nice, perfect 10. And it is numbered to 99. The autograph grade is also a 10. So our first graded card comes out of 10. I'm happy with that. It's Tyler Freeman. So if you got the Cleveland Indians, you're probably happy with that too. All right. Let's see who's coming next. I know MLB released their schedule today, and I also know that more teams had to shut down their practices and all their stuff because of having people test positive. Man, I don't know. I'm beginning to think they may not get a season played 60 games or otherwise. Matthew Allen, numbered to 99. But we're supposed to start, what? The 23rd, I think. So, I don't know. Matthew Allen was the Mets. Then we have Matt Gorski. That is numbered to 35. And Matt Gorski is a Pirate. Glenn Allen Hill Jr. That is numbered to 99. And it is going to... Got to look it up. Sorry. Diamondbacks. Our 1-of-1 printing plate. And it is Bobby Witt Jr. Oh, nice. Kansas City Royals. And then we have our, what am I trying to say? Graded hit. I got momentarily distracted. Sorry. Riley Green. And it is a 9.5 card grade and a 10 autograph grade. It is numbered to 99. And Riley Green goes to the Tigers. I saw a message pop up over there on my broadcast software, some kind of usage message, and I got momentarily distracted by it a second ago, so I apologize for that. Tyler, you said, what'd you say? You said I am, haha, but I don't remember. I'm sure you're saying that in reference to something I just said a minute ago, but there's a little bit of a delay in chat from the time you type it in to the time I see it. And also, I didn't glance over there probably as soon as it popped up. So you're going to have to refresh my memory and remind me what we were talking about there. Apologies. Davis Wenzel, that one numbered to 35 and going to the Rangers. Brings us to a little Gunnar Henderson. That one is numbered to 99. And Gunnar goes to the Orioles. And then you've got Seth Johnson behind that, numbered to 35. I thought that said 99 the first time I looked at it. Numbered to 35. The Seth Johnson goes to the Tampa Bay Rays. Then we have got Riley Green again. Wow. Numbered to 15. So, hello, Detroit Tigers. You're doing, like, really well right now. Then, our graded hit, it's going to the Atlanta Braves, Braden Schumacher. And it is also a perfect 10 grade, an autograph grade to 10. And numbered to 35, Braden Schumacher for the Atlanta Braves. Oh, you were talking about the Tyler Freeman graded card that you have the Indians. Freudis Nova, that is numbered to 99, going to the Astros. And then you have Tyler Freeman again. So you had the graded Tyler Freeman a minute ago. Now you got another loose Tyler Freeman to 25. And that is also, of course, the Indians, same guy. Michael Busch, numbered to 99, the Dodgers. Oh, there you go, Yankees. Right there. That's the man you want. Jason Dominguez, numbered to 25. Yankees, nice hit. Lisa needs the Reds. Hey, the Reds are my team, Lisa. I love the Cincinnati Reds. I hope we find some in here for you. This is Christian Robinson. It's a 9.5 card grade, a 10 autograph grade. It is numbered to 99. And Christian Robinson there is headed to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Tyler says it's a hot case. You know what? I find that Leaf products, especially Leaf Baseball, always has extremely good hits. I mean, Leaf Football has nice stuff too, make no mistake. We had some very good hits in what we just opened in Leaf Flash. But I think Leaf Baseball is just really good. I never get as much of it as I order, but I try. How about this, Lisa? Right on target. There is Tyler Callahan for our Cincinnati Reds, number 225. And the Mojo answered you in a hurry, huh? There's Tommy Henry. That is numbered to 25, going to the Diamondbacks, who are raking it up tonight. Here is Shea Langeliers. I think I mispronounced his name, but you get the idea. It was numbered to 35. It's the Braves. And Tariq Skubal, or something maybe not at all like that. It's numbered to 35, and it goes to the Tigers, who are also having a quite good break. And then you have Quinn Priester as our graded card here. And Quinn is a Pirate. It grades to a 9.5. Autograph grades to a 10. It is numbered to 35 for Mr. Quinn Priester. Ooh, I see another one of one coming. If I can manage to extract it from the foamy stuff, which, by the way, leaves residue all over everything. I wish they'd find something other than the foamy insert, but hey, what are you going to do? Joe Ryan, that's our autograph printing plate. Second one out of this case, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, we've had 2 one-of-ones. I'll take it. And Joe Ryan is a Tampa Bay Ray. And then we have Anthony Volpe, numbered to 99, swinging back around to the Yankees with that one. Levi Kelly, numbered to 25, and Levi Kelly is going to be the Diamondbacks. Followed by Hunter Bishop. Hunter Bishop is numbered to 99, and Hunter is headed to the Giants, San Francisco Giants. Our graded card, oh, that's a nice hit. Adley Rutschman, very nicely done. Baltimore Orioles. 9.5 card grade, 10 autograph grade, numbered to 99 for Adley Rutschman. All right, then we've got Blake Walston. That one is numbered to 99. And let me take a little peek. I can't think where Blake Walston goes. Hang on a second. Hold, please. Diamondbacks. I should have known. They are cleaning up in here tonight. Matt Wallner, numbered to 25. It also happened to be first in the series, so it was number 1 of 25. Went to the Twins. Michael Tolia, that is numbered to 15. He heads to the Colorado Rockies. Next up, it is Christian Robinson. Didn't we just see him a minute ago, or did I dream that? I think we did, right? That's numbered to 99, and it's the Diamondbacks. And here comes our graded hit, Will Wilson. Now, Will Wilson, of course, is a traded guy. He used to be the Angels. He is currently the San Francisco Giants. So Will Wilson going to the Giants. It's a 9.5 card grade, a 10 autograph grade, and the card is numbered to 5. So San Francisco Giants and Will Wilson. He was traded back quite a while ago, towards the end of last year, I think, like maybe December-ish of last year, somewhere in that general vicinity, the Will Wilson trade. Next up, you have Corey Lee, numbered to 35, and Corey goes to the Houston Astros. And then we have Jimmy Lewis, numbered to 99. Jimmy goes to the Dodgers. And behind that, Yvonne Johnson, numbered to 99. How about that? There's another one for the Cincinnati Reds. Gavin Lux, nice hit for the Dodgers to 99. And our graded card is Noah Song. That's going to be the Red Sox. It's 9.5 card grade, 10 autograph grade. Card is numbered to 25. So we're starting to get things rolling a little bit for the Reds there, Lisa. We've got at least a couple out for you now. There's Greg Jones, numbered to 99. That one is going to the Tampa Bay Rays. Kyron Paris, numbered to 99. That one is going to the Angels. Matt Cantorino, numbered to 15. So that's a nice low number. And Matt is going to the Twins. And then we have a redemption. Ooh, nice as well. Christian Pache. That is, of course, the Atlanta Braves. And our graded card is Ethan Small. 9.5 card grade, 10 autograph grade. Card is numbered to 35 for Ethan Small and the Brewers. Okay, we've got a little Corbin Carroll, numbered to 99. That's the Diamondbacks. And then you've got Jack Kochanowicz, numbered to 99. And that one goes to the Angels. Followed by Andrew Dalquist, numbered to 25. And Andrew is the White Sox. And then you've got Wander Franco, redemption for the Tampa Bay Rays. Good hit. Our graded card, it's Zach Thompson, 9.5 card grade, 10 autograph grade, numbered to 99. Zach Thompson is a St. Louis Cardinal. All right, next up, Jackson Rutledge. Some of these try to slide out of there, don't they? Jackson Rutledge is numbered to 99, and let me take a little peek on that one. Make sure I don't tell you wrong. The Nationals is Jackson Rutledge. Here is a little George Kirby. It is numbered to 35. It's going to the Mariners. Nasim Nunez comes out next. That one is also numbered to 35. It's going to the Marlins. And then you've got Nolan Gorman. That's a nice one to 99 for the St. Louis Cardinals. And the last one that we see here is our graded hit, and it is Nick Quintana. 9.5 card grade, 10 autograph grade. Card is numbered to 99. That is going to the Detroit Tigers. Last box mojo coming at you right now. Let's see if we can pull some fire in here. Well, we're going to start off with Rhys Hines. That is numbered to 99. That's another one for the Cincinnati Reds. Behind that is Ryan Nelson to 35, and Ryan Nelson is going to the Diamondbacks. Brady McConnell, numbered to 99. Brady's going to the Kansas City Royals. And then you have Julio Rodriguez, numbered to 99, and that is going to the Mariners. Last card that we see, oh, it's for the Reds. Look at that. How about that, Lisa? You got a graded one right at the end. Reese Hines, it's card graded to 9.5, autograph grades to 10. Card is numbered to 35, and it is headed to the Cincinnati Reds. Uh-oh, hang on a minute. Jackson Rutledge was traded, John says. So hang on a minute. I may have called that one out wrong. He's did I miss a trade in there that he's not the Nationals anymore? So hang on a second. Hang on, kids. I thought I had checked the whole checklist on these guys, and I guess I must have overlooked him if that's the case. But I'm still, let's see. Nope, I'm showing Jackson Rutledge as the Nationals. I'm not showing him. I correctly am showing, I called him as the Nationals, and you can see right there on MILB.com, they clearly have him listed as the Nationals, and that, of course, again, our deciding factor is always going to be MILB.com, which is the official website of Minor League Baseball. So, yeah, he is, he's the Nationals, my friend. So, yeah, sorry about that, but he is not an Oriole, he is a National. Okay, so let's do a little recapping here now. As is always the case with Leaf stuff, I don't flip them all over again, read off all the teams and stuff again, because it would be essentially just exactly like doing the full break a second time. But what we do, of course, is go back through them. And that way, if you did miss something earlier, if you just want to know, a second look at your card, or maybe somebody's scrolled to the end and just wants to see the hits, this is your chance to see them. And of course, if you want the full detail on it, then you would just rewind back, and we, of course, flip them all over and read off all of our team names and things at that point as we go along. Now, we will look at the graded ones front and back again because, well, they're the highlight of this product for sure. The graded ones, although that's a pretty good highlight too. And so was that Wander Franco redemption. That was another good highlight. Actually had a lot of nice hits in here. There's our other 1 of 1. Had a pair of 1 of 1 printing plates, so we got that part done. And our graded ones. We'll take another look there. Adley Rutschman, that's a really nice hit for the Baltimore Orioles. Quinn Priester, of course, heads to the Pirates. And then you have this Christian Robinson. And Christian Robinson is going to the Diamondbacks. Followed by Braden Schumacher, who is an Atlanta Brave. Then you have Riley Green, who is the Tigers. And then Tyler Freeman out behind that, which is, of course, the Indians. Then Reese Hines for the Cincinnati Reds. And there's Nick Quintana. That is another nice one for the Tigers. And you have Zach Thompson, who goes to the St. Louis Cardinals, followed by Ethan Small. And Ethan goes to, I got to take a little peek. I said it a minute ago and now forgot it. The Brewers. Brewers. Noah Song is the Red Sox. And then we have Will Wilson, who, of course, was traded from the Angels quite some time ago by now, like 6 months or so ago. And will go to his current team, which is the San Francisco Giants. All right, kids, so there is the break and the recap. Let's go ahead and one more time take a look at what's coming up in the days ahead, and we'll take one more look at our shipping schedule too. So if you missed any of that earlier, here's one more look at it. So tomorrow night it'll be a 3-box case of TriStar Autograph full-size football helmets and an 8-box loose box break of Prism Quick Pitch Baseball. Wednesday night we're going to open Legacy Football by the 12-box inner case. Veteran Base does not ship to the teams, but rather is its separate bidding category in that break. On Thursday night, Topps Archive Signature Series Retired Player Edition, which is actually a Wednesday new release, but I was afraid it wouldn't get here on time with the holiday, so we're going to break it Thursday. Along with the case of Clearly Authentic Baseball and a case of Finest Baseball. Lots of baseball Thursday night. Friday, we have 2 new releases. We'll break them both Friday night. It'll be Absolute Baseball by the full 10-box case, and then we're going to break an 8-box half case of Panini Chronicles Draft Picks Football. I left the word football out on the spreadsheet, but it is, in fact, football. And those will be loose boxes from shared cases. All right, then Saturday and Sunday will both be off nights. And once again, our shipping info. So for the memorabilia, if you hit one, out the door and on the way sometime within the next 7 days, no later than a week from today. You didn't hit in the memorabilia, your consolation card typically would be held to ship with your next package. But if you want it sooner, send me a message on eBay. Let me know and I will take care of it for you. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, Flash Football, Valiant Baseball. If you got skunked in either one of those, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It will ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, and it will have consolation card or cards in it, because technically that is going to be your next package, right? And so that, I guess, has got me all wrapped up for tonight. So as always, thank you. I appreciate everyone for... appreciate you joining the break and being here to keep me company and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm glad to have you. And oh, John, okay, cool. So we're squared away and good on the guy with the Nationals. Perfect. All right. I just wanted to put it up there and show you to make sure. Okay. So Timothy, I don't believe we had a Brennan Malone. I did talk about him at the first of the break simply as an example that, you know, he had been traded quite some time back. So he is no longer a Diamondback. He was traded months ago to the Pirates. So if we had pulled one, it would go to the Pirates, but I don't really believe we pulled one. We just recapped it. I don't remember seeing one, honestly. So, all right. And John, oh, you got 10 autographs and 2 graded. Very good tonight, man. Yeah. I like it when a plan comes together. And thank you again for picking up those 2 unpaid teams. I do appreciate that, John, very much. So thank you for that, sir. All righty. I guess that is it for me tonight. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. I appreciate you being here. I hope I will see you again tomorrow night or sometime soon. In the meantime, enjoy your week ahead. Stay safe and happy and healthy, and we'll see you the next time. Bye.